Hi guys, and welcome to Python tutorial of a QR code generator. And let me show you guys how it works. I've officially generated another QR code in here, although it's not saved. If I click on the save, that's my directory in there. And as you can see, there is no code in there apart from Python. So if I click on save, you should be able to see the code right there. Look at it. And let's have a good look at it. Look at the code. You can tell that it's exactly the same code. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that, delete that, and refresh. And let's enter something else in here. Let's say we enter YouTube tutorial, and let's generate another QR code for that. That is it right there. Click on save. Yes, and that's it. YouTube tutorial right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Python development environment, and we put one of these together. So let's exit out and we start a new project. And just for you guys to know, this is Paul Oamen, and this is my second channel, and I'll be very happy if you guys can please subscribe on this channel. And if you want to join, you can also go ahead and join. Okay, so let's start a new project entirely. And let's start with the following. We're gonna have to make sure you guys import the following. Okay, it must be imported. And the next thing I want to do is I'm gonna create my class. So let's come right down here and just say class. I'm gonna call that QR underscore code YT underscore YT. Okay, enter parentheses and column. And the next thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to more or less round up the whole process. So let's come right down here and just get that out of the way. And what we need to say is if underscore name underscore equals if it's the main file, and that would be underscore main underscore entire column there. Then I'm now going to say my roots, though I haven't stated the root yet, that will be equals tk, right? And this tk is going to be the following application, and that application is known as QR code YT. That's my application right there. That will be equals QR code YT, and that will be a child of the root. And what we just need to then do is get the root to return the main program. There we go. There. Now that that is taken care of, I might as well just save my project right now. Go to file and save. And I'm going to make sure I go straight to my same location. And right here, I'm just going to give that a name. That's going to be QR code YT Paul, because this is my second channel. And please do subscribe to this channel. That would be very helpful. There, saved. All right, the next thing is I'm going to come right underneath here and let's create my function. And that's, I'll say underscore initialize as follows, underscore. I'm going to make that self comma root. All right, so indent, and I'm going to then say self dot root. That will be equals root, and define the title and so on. There we go. That is the title. This is going to be my title. the geometry and the position of my frame, then it's not resizable, and there's the back color. So if I run it now, that's what you will see. Oh, I need to finish that up with column. There we go. Now run. Okay, it's now asking for TK. Okay, that's no problem. Yeah, so the problem I have in there is I have the K as uppercase instead of lowercase tk. So I'm just going to change that to lowercase tk. So if you, let me show it to you guys again. You see the error now. Okay, you see right there, uppercase instead of lowercase. Right, close that. So make sure yours is lowercase. And that's it. So if I run it now, that's my frame. Okay, let's close that. Now I'm now going to add some framework in there. The first one I'm going to call that mainframe. A mainframe is a widget that is going to be a child of the root. So let's say equals frame, and this frame is a child of self.root. Grab all of that there. And this mainframe will have a border of about 10, comma. Then the width, I'm going to specify the width to be approximately, let's make that 1000, yeah, something like that as well. Yeah, that's fine. And the height, I'm going to make the height about, let's make that 600 plus. Copy that and just dump it right there. So let's say about 600 and maybe 25 for now. There. And we get it relief, that will be rigid. That will be equals rigid. There we go. And that's my frame. So this very frame, mainframe, let's round it up here. Mainframe dot grid, that's going to be strictly, yeah, that will be equals, let's say north, south, east, and west. There we go. That's my frame. Close that out. Okay, so if I run it, the frame should actually be on my screen. There we go. Look at the frame. It's actually covering the background. Right, that's fine. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just copy this frame, and I'm going to change it around. Come right down here, paste another one, and one more, and let's just get them all indented properly. Indent, indent, and indent. Now these other frames that I've just copied are going to be a child of the main frame. Paste that right in there. And I will change the name of these to title. And here title as well. And the next one is going to be maybe top frame, something like that. Top frame. Maybe top frame 1. I may have another one. I'll run top frame 1 up as well. And this one is going to be top frame 2. Yeah. Top frame 2. Okay, let's change the coordinate of that. Top frame, this one here, title, is going to be a child of the main frame. Yeah, that's fine. And it's going to be, let's say row equals 0, comma, column equals 0, comma. So that one is sorted. What about top frame 1? Top frame 1 is going to be the child of mainframe as well. and it's going to be row 1. Very good. That's row 0, row 1, column 1. All right, now for top frame 2. Top frame 2 is going to be a child of top frame 1. There we go. Okay, if it's a child of top frame 1, let's change the following. It can be, yeah, I'm going to copy this, paste it there. Then I'm going to have another one I'll call top frame 3. Paste that in there. Change that to 3 and 3 here. The top frame 3 is going to be column 1, row 1, column 1. There. Okay, for the title, because that's going to be just title, I'm going to make that maybe about 100. That's the height, and the width, I'm going to leave the width as that for now. Then let's see, for top frame 1 here, I'm going to make that about maybe 500, something like that. Top frame 1 will be, let's say, 540. And top frame number 2, let's make that about 500, and 3 about 500. So these two are child of this. Yeah. Okay, so let's run it and see how that's going to look like. All right, this is how it's looking now. Okay, I'm going to increase that. I think this one seems to be too short. Let's make it about 660. Now run. Let's see. All right. Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to reduce it anyway. Okay, and here we're going to just put 7 there. Right, that's fine. Now the next thing I want to do is I now need to divide up top frame 2 and 3. Okay, let's copy this. Let's collapse everything here so that we have enough room. I need 3 more frames. Oh, this is getting confusing now. No, let's do this so that I know what I'm doing. Okay, I need 3 more frames. I'm going to copy this, paste it right in here. And this one, I'm going to call it enter data frame. Okay, and change this as well. The next one is going to be QR frame. QR code frame. That's good. And this one here, I'm going to call it BTN frame. That's for the button. There we go. Okay, those are the frame. I've just changed this to, I need to change the color in there, but I'm going to change the color inside top frame 1 as well. Top frame 1. Let's change the back color here. There we go. And now let's run it and see. There we go. But we do need more room here. Alright. That's not bad. The button. This might be too wide. I'll make that 200. And this one, maybe 700. And 700 as well. Let's run it. Okay. Looking good. Alright then, so all of my widgets are ready now. So we now need to, so all the frames are ready, so we now need to add some widget. Okay, I'm going to add the widget. The first one would be for the let's make that for the title. So come right down here, LBL title, that is equals label, and this label is going to be inside this title right here. Paste that in here. There we go. And let's add a font. Font is going to be equals area, comma, I'm going to make the size about 40, comma, then I'm going to make that bold, and as well I will add underline. There we go. Yeah, that's fine, done. Now the text on it, I'm just going to call that something like QR generator or something. Let's see what's the name here. That's QR code generator. Copy that and bang it right in there. There we go, done. Okay, and finally let's say justify, that's going to be center. Right, come right in here and just enter center. There we go. And round it up. Just say dot pack. There, that's it. I'm going to try that half run. Oh, what is that? Oh, look at it. There should have been a comma in there. This should be a comma here. That's it. Okay, that's my own arrow. Okay, run that again. There we go, look at that. Okay, so the title is right there now. But if you guys notice the title is not centered. Let me show it to you guys again. Look at that. So what I've noticed in here is this is the mainframe. Okay, the mainframe was supposed to cover the whole system, but unfortunately I have it as root instead of mainframe. So I'm going to copy mainframe and just dump it right in here. Okay, I think that should fix that. So if I run it now, click on run. There we go, look at that. Okay, everything is back to normal. So stop that. Now the next thing I want to do is to add more widget, and the next widget that I intend to add is going to be for display. So let's come right underneath here. I'm going to call that LBL display. Okay, let's just copy all of this. Display, paste that there, and change this to display as well. This display, I'm going to reduce the font to about 24, and the display is going to be a child of enter data frame. Paste that right in here. There. And the text on it, we just call that enter data below, something like that. Okay, all right, well, I'm now going to get a part, so I'm going to specify the, let's say it's going to be row 0, column 0, and let's get it a line. Let's make that about 10, and that should take care of that. Let's run it and see. There we go, look at that. Brilliant. Now underneath, oh, let's get rid. I don't want it to have underline. I'm going to run it again. All right, and here we have my buttons. Then here I need a text entry. Now let's assign my text entry here. Let's say entry, that's going to be equals entry, and this entry is going to be as follows. So let's copy this. Yeah, I can copy this. I'm going to need this, all of this, paste. Entry font. Okay, let's enter width in here. I'm going to change the width to something a little bit more manageable. Make that about maybe 30 something, 34. All right, and get it justified. Justify center as well. Copy that, dump it here. Justify center, and get the entry. This entry that is going to be grid, paste, row. This is row 0, row 1. Or let me make that, let's make it row 1 and see if it doesn't work the way I want. I can change it to 2, but that should do it, I think. And I'm going to, let's get it padded to the y-axis by 20. I'll change this one to row 2. Then there will be a space in between, I guess. Okay, that is fine. Then finally, I also need my display, which you guys won't be able to see, but I can always change that. So I could just call that QR underscore label, that is equals the following, and QR underscore label is going to be a child of this. There we go. You would not be able to see that because that's where the QR code will be generated. That should be an R. And random the QR code display. QR code display dot grid equals is going to be in 0. Copy that, paste that right here, and change this to 0, 0. Row 0, column 0. There we go. Okay, let's try this out. There we go. I will use the button to push everything down, and underneath here will be my QR code, but I need to specify here. Let's add focus, dot focus. There we go. I want the cursor to get focus in here, so let's run it and see. Run. There we go, look at that. Alright, now let's add buttons. So I'm just going to copy these and paste it right in here. And right underneath here is going to be the one I'll call generate underscore btn. That's for the button. That's equals button. And the first button is going to be a child of btn frame. And this btn frame will take in as follows. Let's grab hold of all of these here and dump it right in here and change this to about 24. That's good. So we just call this generate QR code. Cut that off, change it to generate QR code. Brilliant. And the width, we'll specify some width for that. Make that about 17. Height, I'm going to make that about 2. Equals 2. Right, so I'm going to close that up. Close this up. there, and that's going to be row 0 column 0. Paste. Okay, so I'm going to get it padded. Let's make that 4 by 4. X-axis 4, Y-axis 4. There. And let's copy. Come right down here. So this is for, that's to press the button, and this will be to save. Save. And change this one to save as well. And this will be row 2, row 1. The next one is going to be reset and exit. So copy all of these and paste. Oh, change this one to save. Save QR code. And this is going to be reset QR code. Or we can just call that reset. And here that's going to be exit. Now let's fix all of this. This one is row 0, 1, 2, and this is 3, and this is going to be exit. Exit and exit here, and the next one is reset. Reset and reset here. There. Okay, let's try this out. I run. There we go. Look at that. That's good. Now let's get these buttons working. We need some function. Look at all of these underline. Let's get rid of those underline. Underline, delete. Delete the underline here and this. Okay. Save and run. Alright. Looking normal. Now we now need to put together some functions so that we can use this button to drive them. So I'm going to come right underneath my frame here, and the first function is going to be called function generate QR code. Generate underscore QR code. There. Now the first variable that I'm going to call data. Data is going to take in whatever value we have inside the entry. Dot get. And the entry I'm talking about, that's it right here. Now, if not data inside the entry, I want a message box to pop up. So let's say message box dot show error, and my error message, that's going to be, that's the title. I can just say please enter some data. There we go. Close that and return. There. Now another variable here, QR code, that is a QR equals QR code dot code dot QR code. Alright, so that's going to be for the very first version and so on. So come right down and just, I'm going to speed that up. It's taking some time. Alright, so that is the function that I'm going to use to generate the QR code itself. So have a good look at it. Okay, the next function that I have here is very similar to that of the code generator. Look at it again. and that is to save, and I'm saving right inside my own directory. That's the name of my file. So have a good look at it, the lines of codes from here, bring it down here, and the resets, and finally exit. So all that is left for us to do now is to call all of these functions. Okay, if I run it, there's nothing happening because they have not been called yet. Nothing is happening. So let's go back. That is for the function to generate the QR code. Copy that, come right down here, see where we have generate QR, this one. I'm going to put a comma there, press enter and say command equals there. So that's taken care of. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the others. Comma, paste, and this one, comma, paste. And we need to check how their names each. Let's go right up there, save, grab all of save, reset and exit program. Okay, save, there we go, command equals save, and this one is exit reset. Okay, and the last one is exit underscore program. There. So those are the functions called inside each of the buttons. Now back up here again, have a good look at the function. Exit, reset, save. Make sure you change this directory to your directory. And here, the QR code generator. So let's find out how it will work. Run. Okay, I have an error there. Let's see. Okay, there's supposed to be a comma here. Comma. Right. Now run. There we go. So enter anything in there. Generates. There we go. Look at that. Reset. Let's just say QR code tutorial. There. See that, guys? So the other thing we just need to do now is, you see all this excess space, we can just get rid of those ones. If we come in here, let's go to the, yeah, I can reduce this, maybe 500. And this one, let's make that about 20 and see how that's going to look like. Oops. Now, I kind of like more than overdo that. So let's change this to about 8 and this one to 6. Run. Okay, so this one is fine and this one is not fine yet. So let's increase that a little bit more. Make it 9. Run. Alright, that's it. Dead center. And that's how you create your own QR codes. And thanks for watching. Goodbye. There we go. Now, before I just say goodbye, you see this QR code? It's now saved here. Let's go into my area here. I'm going to delete this and click on save. There we go. Look at that. That's it right there. Save code. Okay. If you want, I can change the name. Let's close this. Come in here. Change the name of the save. The file that is saved. Where is saved? That's saved. That is it. Change the name to YT QR code. Okay, YT QR code. Save and run. Paste whatever I've copied. Click on save. Let me come in here before I click on OK. Open my file. Oh, look at it. It's already a YT QR code. Okay, so generate it. If I double click on it, and you will see it's exactly the same QR code. And that's how you create your own QR code in Python. So with that, guys, I'm calling the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and please do subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. You all have a nice day now.